Think about the last time you entered a new game or world. Did you instantly get it, or were you left wondering what you were supposed to do? Those first 5 minutes make or break whether players stay or leave forever. Hi creators, I'm Alexia, and today we're talking about onboarding, how to welcome new players in a way that gets them excited, shows off what makes your world special, and encourages them to stick around. By the end of this video, you'll know how to design spawn points that immediately highlight your world's appeal. You'll learn how to introduce your core loop right away, using meaningful rewards to keep players engaged. And you'll see how to guide players smoothly through their first few moments without overwhelming them, so they're more likely to come back again and again. Let's get started. When a new player spawns, they're asking themselves one question: why should I stay here? The first seconds need to answer that, clearly and visually, without walls of text. Spawn players where the action is. If your world has signature feature, make sure it's front and center. Don't make players wander to find the fun. Use the environment to teach. Colors, lights, and NPCs can guide players toward goals and explain the vibe without long instructions. A glowing path or a character waving is more powerful than a giant text board. And keep the first interaction simple. The core mechanics should be either instantly obvious or easy to figure out by experimenting. Press a button, grab an item, or walk through a doorway. If players have to stop and think too hard, they may leave before ever starting to really experience your world. Give players a quick win right away. It could be a small reward, a completed action, or a celebration moment. That early sense of accomplishment builds momentum and makes players want to keep going. Once players see your world's appeal, the next step is to show them why they should stick around. That's where your core loop comes in, the cycle of motivation, action, and reward that keeps players coming back. Your onboarding should give players a quick taste of your core loop. First comes motivation. Start by giving players a clear goal, something like collect this, or talk to that NPC, or reach the glowing door. Then introduce the main action you want them to learn, whether it's jumping, crafting, battling, or exploring. Finally, reward players with something, like an item, a cosmetic upgrade, or a satisfying level up effect. Introducing all three pieces early helps players understand the why behind your world. Rewards in the first session should be small but significant. Think of a quick unlock, a piece of cosmetic flair, or a resource that players can use later. If the reward feels achievable and valuable, players are more likely to come back to earn more. Don't leave players wondering if they did something right. Visual and audio cues like a burst of light, a sound effect, or a short animation give instant feedback and reinforce that the action was successful. Clarity reduces frustration and builds confidence, which is essential in those first few sessions. The fastest way to lose a new player? Overwhelm them. If onboarding feels like homework, they'll bounce. Instead, aim for clear, simple guidance that teaches as they play and gives players safe spaces to practice. For example, a firing range in a shooter or a ball and net in a sports game lets players rehearse the core action in a fun, low-stakes way before diving deeper. Skip the text-heavy tutorials. Use NPCs, animations, or interactive prompts to show players what to do. A waving character or a glowing object is more intuitive than a paragraph of instructions. Introduce mechanics one at a time. Let players master a single action, then layer on the next step. This pacing prevents cognitive overload and keeps players feeling confident instead of lost. Most players need to practice a new action around 3 times before it really sticks, so build in chances to repeat mechanics naturally without turning it into a checklist. Early social interaction rewards are key to keeping players engaged and coming back. Try adding low-pressure group activities like leaderboards, mini-challenges, or co-op tasks that players can jump into without needing to talk right away. Social play at the start should feel simple and natural. Gestures, emotes, or standing next to each other can help players connect even if they're not using voice chat. It also helps to offer rewards that can change each time, like a randomized cosmetic unlock. That little spark of curiosity gives players a reason to return. And don't forget to smooth out any frustration points. Avoid clunky controls, harsh penalties, or confusing objectives during the first play session. You want players to feel confident and curious, not lost or discouraged. Finally, think about how long players tend to stay. Headset users often play for 20 to 40 minutes, while mobile players usually stick to shorter sessions, around 5 to 15 minutes. In both cases, design your experience so players can complete your core loop a few times in one session. That repetition helps them learn the mechanics and builds a habit of coming back. Onboarding is a crucial moment when it comes to keeping players engaged. You want to drop them right into the fun. Don't make them wait to see what your world has to offer. Show them your core loop as soon as possible so that they understand what they're working toward and what makes your experience rewarding. And make sure the guidance is clear and step-by-step, without overwhelming them. When you get this right, you turn first-time visitors into repeat players. Keep your sessions short and satisfying, 20 to 40 minutes for headset, 5 to 15 minutes for mobile, so players can complete your core loop multiple times in one sitting. That repetition builds habit and makes your world a place they'll want to return to. As you design your onboarding flow, ask yourself, if this were my first 5 minutes, would I want to come back? If the answer is yes, you're on the right track. To learn more about player onboarding, check out the links below. And don't forget to join the Meta Horizon Creator Program for access to even more resources and community programming. I'll see you in Worlds!